For this craft, you will need a long tube, like from paper towels, a toilet tube, some black tape, some rickrack of sort, paint brushes, a couple of Snail stems, some tin foil, a couple of paper or plastic cups, some paint, and glitter paint. First off, you need to see if your toilet paper tube actually fits inside of your paper towel tube. If it does not, then you can omit the toilet paper tube from this project. First, you're going to need to paint both of them black using a matte black paint or glossy, your choice. And once you have them both painted, you will need to set them aside to dry. To make the eyepiece, you will take a pair of scissors and poke a hole into the bottom of one of your paper or plastic cups, and then you will just kind of make some cuts around the edges to kind of make sort of like slots, and then you just kind of push those down inside of the cup to make an opening at the end of your cup. These pushed in pieces will actually help keep your Spyglass handle from coming back out. Now it's time to decorate your Spyglass, and I'm going to add crossbones and a skull onto the sides of my eyepiece. So you can make whatever kind of decoration that you're interested in. You can put your name on it, you can do any kind of decoration. This is your Spyglass to use while you are pretending to be a pirate, so be creative. Alright, while all that is drying, we're going to move on to the hook hand. So grab your other paper or plastic cup, poke a hole into the center of the cup, and then you can just set that aside for the moment. Take your two Snail stems and you're going to twist them together to make a little bit bigger Snail stem, a little fatter one. This is a good fine motor skill. One of those things that kind of helps kids with their writing skills. Gives them a little bit more dexterity with their fingers. So once you have gotten them all twisted together, you're going to poke them through the hole of the cup, and you're going to be able to pull it through, and you're going to add tape onto the ends of the Snail stems. One, to kind of protect you from poking yourself with the wire, and then two, just to kind of help make sure that your two Snail stems stay together. Alright, now take the long piece and bend it over. You want to make sure that it doesn't come out past the end of the cup. And you're just going to twist that together. This is going to become a handle that your child can hold while their hand is inside of the pirate hook hand. That way they have something to kind of hold on to and grip while they're pretending to be a pirate. So kind of just tape that up there again like you did before. That will also help kind of keep it from coming back through the cup. And now you'll start to see it kind of take shape. Now I put some tape at the base of the Snail stem that's poking out through the cup in order to make sure that it does indeed stay in place. So now you're going to take your Snail stem and you're going to want to get some foil and measure how long the Snail stem is, and then cut off a piece of tin foil to match that length. You will then wrap the tin foil around the Snail stem, just kind of pinching it as you roll it along the tin foil. You can use the full sheet or you can cut it to a smaller piece. I used the full sheet because that just kind of made it a little bit thicker. All right, and now you can just kind of tape that at the end of the tinfoil to keep that attached to the chenille stems, and then you just bend it over and kind of shape it into a hook. So decorating your hook hand is completely optional, but I'm going to show you 3 different styles. This first one, we're going to just apply bands of rickrack around the bottom and the top of the cup, and I have here a kind of glittery gold rickrack that I'm just going to place around the bottom and then put a piece around the top, just kind of to jazz it up a little bit. For this hook hand, I'm just going to add some glitter paint. The glitter in the paint is just going to kind of make the hook hand appear as if it is embedded with a bunch of different jewels, something that pirates are always on the lookout for. And this is just an option so that you don't have to actually use the tin foil. If you can find some silvery or some gold looking chenille stems, you can use that for the hook instead. Alright, so now once all of your pieces have dried, you can assemble the pirate spyglass. I'm going to add a little decoration, a little white rickrack around the edge of some of my tubes. So I'm going to put one at the very top here, and I'm going to add it elsewhere. So one thing that you'll be wanting to do is add tape to the other end of the tube, and that's going to help kind of keep it from sliding out the back end of your larger tube. If you're not using the toilet paper tube, so if it didn't fit, then you can just kind of skip this part. Okay, you're going to want to add some tape to the end of your long tube, and you're going to want to kind of add it in a very thick manner. So you can use a thicker tape like a duct tape or something like that, but this is going to help prevent the tube of the periscope from coming out of the eyepiece. Now I'm just going to add a little more of the white rickrack around the other side of the tube, just to give it some more kind of decorative appearance. Now, however you want to decorate it is completely up to you. You can use the flat gemstones or whatever else your imagination can come up with. Now this last part is completely optional. In fact, I didn't even think of this idea until I was doing this craft. So you can see that it kind of telescopes out, and I thought, well, you can add a little piece of plastic to the end to kind of give it that glass look. So I just cut the bottom of a soda bottle off, and I'm just going to insert it into the bottom of the eyepiece and then hot glue it into place. Now kids, please have an older sibling or a grown-up help you if you're going to be using a hot glue gun, because you can burn yourself with these. So I'm just going to glue it into place, and then it kind of gives it a little bit of a look of a piece of glass at the end of it.